Dennis, you all set?
Okay, hang on.
Standing by. Okay, anytime, guys. Hi, welcome to the 13th floor. I'm Marty Duda. Today we have Bernie Griffen with us. Hey, Bernie.
Guys. Hi, how are you, Marty?
I'm
Good to see you. You're looking dapper.
Well, you're not bad yourself.
Thank you.
Now that we have the formalities out of the way. Congratulations on a new album.
Oh, thanks, Marty.
Door is wide open.
Yeah.
Yeah. First of all, we have to talk about the cover photo.
Yeah.
Because it's pretty snazzy looking.
That was Ruben.
Ruben, one of our cameramen, actually shot the thing, didn't he?
Yeah, he shot all those photos.
Very good. Nice one, Ruben.
Yeah. And we tried to shoot that so it wasn't just kind of standard railway line shot.
Right.
You know, and it succeeded.
And you made sure nothing was coming down the track.
Yeah, we did.
Very good.
Yeah.
Safety first.
So like Wile E. Coyote.
Exactly. So my understanding is the album was recorded in Australia kind of by happenstance rather than planning it out. Is that correct?
Yeah, that's right. There's that cat.
I know, she's around.
Yeah.
Twig, yeah.
So, yeah, that's right. What happened, I got sick and we were on our way to Europe and I had to go to a hospital in Brisbane. And I needed to hang around for a while and sort of do doctor's appointments and stuff. They were really good to me, the Australian health system.
Good.
And fixed me up and we were living on the Gold Coast for a month while I had to do all this stuff because we went, I went to hospital in Brisbane. So I had to drive up and down that highway there. And while we were doing that, we started to play, looking for just things to do, and I'd gone, and because we'd cancelled 18 shows in Europe, I know, which was really disappointing.
Yeah.
And so we just started to play open mics and talk to people about music, all that kind of stuff,
Right.
as you do.
Yep.
You do it in Auckland too. Excuse me. And I just, at the back of my head, I knew I wanted to, if I wasn't going to go home, I wanted to go to Melbourne.
Right.
And we'd rented out our house for 4.5 months. And, so I was in no hurry to go home. And I wasn't even sure if I'd be allowed to fly.
And did you have the whole band over there with you as well?
No, just Kirsten and myself.
All right.
Yeah. No, so what we did is we went down, we drove down to Sydney, spent a week in Sydney with friends, and then went on down to Melbourne. And we rented a apartment out in Lygon Street, which is in Brunswick East, and it's kind of in the heart of music, really.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many places where you can play, and I started going to a thing called Botso, which was the Brunswick old time something music kind of thing,
Yeah.
And there it was a community music education thing where someone like me or someone like who's a really good player would go in, and there'd be 20 people come in, and they'd have a fiddle or a mandolin or a guitar or a drum or a whatever, bass, THS bass, all sorts of stuff. And once a fortnight they'd go to the local school and for 2 hours they'd learn a song. Django Reinhardt was big in Melbourne. And through that I started asking people about a good acoustic producer, or a guy who does folk music really. And this guy called Strat, which is a great name, isn't it? That's a great name for a guy, Strat.
Strat.
Yeah, nice fella. We got invited to a dinner, and the dinner was a performance dinner. Like everybody played and sang and did Hawaiian things and all sorts of strange stuff. It was really good fun. And I met Strat there, and I'd started talking to him, and the next day he rang me and said, you should meet this guy, Luke Plum. So I rang Luke on the Monday, that was on the Saturday night, I rang him on the Monday and said, hey, how about coming over to our place and we'll just see if we like you. Well, we'll just see if we like each other. Mm-hmm. And then we can decide where we're going to go with whatever the plan is, And he came over, he's just a really decent guy, And came over and we planned a record, and we booked a studio out in Christmas Hills, which is about an hour out of Melbourne, north of Melbourne, into the bush, and beautiful place, old English desk, and good mics and all that kind of stuff. And we were only there for a day and a half. And I'd met a guy I met an old friend of mine, Rob Marnie, who's a bass player from Wellington and Auckland too. And he was playing with us, and his wife, Jude Gunson, was playing piano. And it was Kirsten and myself, and that was our band, you know, and we were just mucking around really, and doing the odd thing here and there. And so we went and made this record, and we got this guy called Ben McAtenmy, who's a drummer. Fuck, he was amazingly good, Ben. And he came on, and he had a big hand in My Brain Exploded, because we went into the studio with no idea what rhythm that song was going to be.
Right.
And I said, I wanted something like a samba or something, and he just started playing that rhythm, that kind of, it's like,
and that's the hook, isn't it?
It is, it's fantastic. Yeah. And I mean, it's had a flow-on effect from that day, but Ben started playing that in the studio, and that was just the way the song came to life, you know, it just came to life. Yeah. And the bass player was playing inside the beat, so it was just swung. Yeah. Swung's a word, isn't it?
It is, it is indeed, and you used it most appropriately.
Thank you.
Well, I think we should hear the song.
Yeah, okay.
Watch you guys do My Brain Exploded, and we can come back and talk some more.
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Losing my head, getting lost, getting found again. You've been asking questions of my behavior. I feel like a body full of swollen glands. You laugh and cry and look at me, love and doubt and fury in your eyes. Why can't you be a steady man? And all I can do is sigh. My brain exploded, I can't stop it anymore. My brain exploded, and I'm bouncing off the walls, and I just can't focus. I argue with myself, hopefully in time it'll fade away. Think it's in the family, that kind of thing. Concentration seems so hard to find. And although I must say I see it everywhere, I'm far from perfect, release me from your eyes. My brain exploded, I can't stop it anymore. My brain exploded, and I'm bouncing off the walls, and I just can't focus. I argue with myself, hopefully in time, hopefully in time.
All right, we're back here with Bernie Griffen, and we just heard My Brain Exploded. Now, we should note that the folks that are playing with you today are different than the folks that you were just talking about on the record. So other than you and Kirsten, who else do you have with you?
We have Gary Trotman on bass. He's an old folky and bluegrass guy from around Auckland and around the folk clubs and stuff. And he plays in the Remarkables, that band, the Remarkables. Oh, yeah. Fantastic band. And Chris Kemp, who's our drummer, he's played in a lot of bands too. He's played with Libretta Suede and Motel 6 and Swampland and
Tony and all those.
Yeah, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah.
So he came and he wanted to play with us, which was good because it's quite hard to find a decent drummer.
Yeah. So you had to teach him the particular.
Well, just give them the CD.
Yeah, you just give them the CD.
I don't want to be the boss. Just give them the CD and see if they come back, and then we adjust what's happening, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
So when you were in Melbourne and you were stuck there, did you have all these songs waiting to be recorded anyway?
Quite a few of them.
Yeah.
I had about 7 ready. I think Laura Jane I'd had for quite a long time. It's an older song. It's about my daughter. And what else did I have? Oh, we've got. Give us a look on that CD.
Oh yeah, sure.
Doors Wide Open was a recent song.
Yeah.
And that was really about, just making people welcome.
Right.
An immigrant song I wrote a couple of years ago when I was playing in the Tin Man.
The Immigrant song?
Yeah, Immigrant song. We could have played that today, but we haven't.
Not the Immigrant song. That was
You'll
Led
probably like that one.
All right.
And I wrote that about New Zealanders going to Australia for a better life, you know.
Right.
I was getting pissed off about everybody leaving the country. And When I Die was a song about Kirsten and me that I wrote when I was in hospital, really.
Yeah. That's got to.
Yeah. And I Fell Out of the Sky was written in Australia. That was a new record. Brain Exploded was a new song.
So were you planning on making a record anyway at some point in the
near
future?
I was building up to it, yes.
Right.
I would have done it at the end of that tour,
right.
for sure.
So things just kind of moved on a little more quickly. I noticed from listening to the record, and I mentioned it to you a little earlier about your guitar playing, there seems to be a lot more of it, and it's all you, apparently, instead of the other guys that you've had playing with it.
Yeah.
You sound fantastic. And I was like, is Bernie I'm looking on the credits for other guitar players, and there was none. It's all you.
There's only moi.
Yeah.
It's been a real challenge, Marty. I just wanted to keep it simple. I've had 5 and 6 people in my bands, fiddle players and banjo players and all sorts. You've seen them over the years. And this time I wanted to keep it simple, and I started out doing that by playing with Kirsten. Because what we have to do these days is we have to actually perform to sell records.
Yeah.
There's no selling records to the public through record stores. I mean, there's 15 record stores or something in New Zealand.
Yeah.
And then there's JB Hi-Fi in a warehouse,
Ruben and I went to all of them on Record Store Day.
Did you? I'm sure you did.
Spend too much money.
Yeah. And I mean, I've gone with this record, I've done the distribution myself because I couldn't get anyone to help me. You know, like we've had Rhythm Method do our distribution in the past, but Pete's not really interested. It's he sells 35 records and it's all over.
Yeah.
You know? And we sell 600 or 700 records at our shows.
Right, it's all at the shows.
Each time, yeah. Or more. We've sold close to 2,000 of the first record. So that's. How did I get to that? Playing guitar.
Yeah.
I decided that I wanted to challenge myself, and if I could compose the words and the music to the songs, I could compose a guitar line.
Sure.
So that's what I've been doing, and I've been working. I'm still not happy with it, but I'm enjoying it, and it's a real challenge, And as we get better, as the band gets better and tighter, the rhythm section gets better. Kirsten and Chris and Gary, because they're all pretty fresh.
Yeah.
Then I've got more space to do some interesting stuff, and you might see it change again.
Great.
Get a little more psychedelic, I think.
Very cool. So the next song we're going to hear is something called the Truck Song.
Well,
what can you tell me about that?
It's just a funny little song about driving around and just trying to get away from something to something better with the woman in the truck that you quite liked, and you were snuggling up quite closely, and there were all sorts of dirty things going on in the truck.
Very good. Let's check it out.
Every wanna be you, but you gotta take it easy now. Go real slow. I've been this way before. I know my way around. Got my hand on the gear stick, honey, and I'm leaving this town. I tried the love of Jesus, save my soul, and I swear the devil has more fun. It's really hard below. Been this way before. I know my way around. I need rubber on the road, baby, to carry me around. Get an uneasy feeling, more like suspicion and fear, that the pistol's locked and loaded and it's pointed at my ear. I tried the love of Jesus, save my soul, and I swear the devil has more fun. It's really hard below. Got the light in your eyes, suspicion in your soul, but that don't change a thing. We just roll and roll, get a feeling of delight when I sit next to you. You're the compression for my piston, baby, and I'm all over you. The love of Jesus and save my soul, and I swear the devil has more fun. It's really hard below. I tried the love of Jesus to save my soul, and I swear the devil has more fun. It's really hard below.
Okay, that was a truck song from Bernie Griffen and the Thin Men.
Thin Men.
Thin Men.
Men.
Men. And
Min?
That song, it swings, doesn't it?
It's what?
That truck song, when you guys are playing it, has got like a swing to it.
Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little rock and roll song, really.
Yeah. But it's not that easy to do.
No, it's not.
So
No.
I won't ask you your secret, but I could feel it when you guys were playing it. It was good. Yeah. So we got one more song that we're going to be talking about. So what's the plan in the future for you guys? Are you going to be out on the road? Or you?
Yeah, we take off this week. Actually, we're
right.
we're down in Tauranga and Pairoa this week, and then we're just kind of doing 9 or 10 weekends in a row. We're doing the North Island, and the tour's arranged. We're selling tickets, and we're off on Friday morning.
Right.
So we're going to play all those, and then see what happens. Who knows? I don't know. I mean, I've got new songs coming that are fantastic songs. Now, I don't. I have to clear one lot away so I can let the others in, really. That's kind of what I'm trying to do. Yeah, I'll just keep going until I die, Marty. Might not be that long.
I hope that's not the case.
Yeah, so do I.
You got to get those songs out. As long as they keep coming.
But we do need the punters to come in the door, otherwise you can't, it's not cost effective,
Yeah. Has it been happening? Are you getting
Yeah, we're okay. We do okay. We could do a lot better.
Right, okay.
You know.
Get out there and see Bernie. All right, last song is Laura Jane. You said it was written about your daughter.
Yeah, kind of about my daughter. My daughter's a bit like me, and she's a little bit crazy, but incredibly delightful as well. And it's just a song about how much I love her. And it's not really just about my daughter. It's about all the women I've known, Marty. I've known a few women in my life, and I've liked them all.
Of all the girls.
Yeah. I do like girls.
Yeah.
And it's just that kind of song to say that I've noticed that you're doing something well and you're changing and you're looking good,
Right.
It's really what it's about.
Cool. All right, well, we'll give it a listen, but thanks for you guys setting up and playing in here. It sounded great. Good luck on the road, and I expect that there'll be another album very shortly.
Oh, thank you, Marty. Yeah.
Thank you.
1, 2, 3, 4.